Hello Sophophiles. So today we are going to learn about composition of soil and soil water. This is the second part of the lecture series based on soil. The first part included the soil formation and weathering of soil and soil profile development. If you want to see that video, please check the link in the description given below this video. So moving on. Soil composition. So composition of soil is composed mainly of soil texture and soil organic matter. The relative proportions of sand, slate and clay are referred to as soil texture. Sand particles are those which are in 0.05 to 2 mm in size. Slate particles are those which are 0.002 to 0.05 mm in size. And clay particles are those which are found less than 0.002 mm in size. So now we will look into what is soil organic matter. Soil organic matter is mainly composed of detritus, living biomass and humus. Humus is further divided into humic substances and non-humic substances. Humic substances are the stable end products derived from the decomposition of animal and plant residues. Approximately 85% of soil organic matter is composed of humic substances. Humic substances are dark, amorphous and colloidal mixture of soil particles. They are composed of carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen and sulfur. Then non-humic substances are composed of carbohydrates, lipids, lignins, proteins, organic acid, etc. So humic substances are further divided into fulvic acids, humin and humic acid, roughly based on the solubility in water at different pH. So fulvic acids are soluble at all pH in water. They are mixture of weak aliphatic and aromatic organic acids. Then humins are insoluble at all pH in water, while humic acids are soluble in water at alkaline condition, that is when the pH is greater than 7, while they are insoluble under acidic condition, that is when the pH is less than 7. Then moving on to soil water. Soil water contributes the 30% of soil volume. Soil water is necessary for the functioning of organisms in the soil. So it depends on the type of soil, texture of soil, soil organic matter and soil pores arrangement. Now there is a concept known as field capacity. It is the water holding capacity of the soil. Then permanent wilting point is the amount of water that soil constitutes at which plants are wilted beyond recovery. Then there is another concept of available water. So it is the amount of water held between the field capacity and the permanent wilting point is the available water, or it is the water that is available for uptake of plants. Only one type of water is available to plants known as capillary water. We will come to it soon. Then the first is hygroscopic water. It forms the thin water film around the soil particles. It is attached firmly to soil particles, but it is not utilized by plants. Then second is gravitational water. It forms due to the force of gravity which water percolates deep into the soil. It is also known as groundwater and it is not available to plants. Then third is chemically bound water. It is present in the form of hydrated iron oxides, aluminum oxides, silicon, etc. It is not available to plants. Then the fourth is capillary water. When soil particles form thin and narrow passages, it is known as capillaries. This is the only type of water available to plants. This available water is also known as tressard. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to the channel for more videos. Thank you.